have made it, folks. There it is. What's up, everybody? It's Buffalo Ben 15 Golf back at it again. We're at Sahm Golf Course in Fishers, Indiana? I think so. Fishers, Indiana. It might be Indianapolis, technically. I don't know. Right on the border. Playing a winter round of golf. It's a little bit windy. It's supposed to die down, though, and the sun's starting to come out, so it won't be so bad. When we left the hotel, it was 30 degrees. It's probably a little bit high. Oh, we see golfers over there. We're not the only crazy ones. Okay. Just had to make sure that was okay. All right, well, we do not have our Indiana Birdie yet, so we definitely could get it. Par 4, 361 to start off, it looks like. I'll show you the card here. We're only playing 9 holes today. But it is 70.2 rating, 116 slope from the back tees, 3,160 yards, par 35. So, par 4s. There's a 460 par 4, number 6. That'll be a fun one. That'll be hell. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna see what we can shoot in below freezing temperatures, and it's a little bit windy still. Hopefully that'll die down. Yeah, it's blustery for sure, but we can do this. I've done crazy things in golf before. This is not a walk in the park for me, but it's not impossible. Let's do it, guys. All right, guys. Oh, it's been a wild ride to get here, Alabama, but here we are at Sahm Golf Course in Fishers, Indiana, just outside of Indianapolis. 70.2 rating, 116 slope, so, I mean, not the hardest course I've ever played, but again, the conditions were just absolutely brutal today. I've actually got sweatpants over my original golf pants, and honestly, we were hoping to get a better weather day out of today than yesterday down in Huntsville. Obviously, with the intro of the weather report, that snowstorm that went through, and I mean, Muscle Shoals, where we were planning on playing the day before we played here, it was just 4 inches of a solid 4 inches of snow. Huntsville didn't get that much. We only got about 2, but I mean, it just was not going to warm up enough to melt everything by the end of the day. So, I mean, with spring break almost ending, there was nothing else we could do except travel north and hope to play on Sunday. Because the forecast said it was going to be 52 degrees and sunny on Sunday. I mean, that's easily good enough to play golf. And Dad's easily good enough to play in these conditions, apparently. I mean, how about that putt, right? I mean, we were icicles starting out. My game is pretty cold as well, just staying up the left side on this entire hole. And now the greens, I walk up to it and it's just frozen hard, and it's just bounces all the way through into a bunker that's also very hard, and I just bump and run out of that, and it's just not, that double on the first hole is not a good look. That needs to stop happening. I need to break that habit of bad starts, and especially on these 9-hole rounds where they can spiral in a hurry, let me tell you. And something about Sahm Golf Course that I do like, I feel like it is a good course for somebody who's never played it before. It reminded me a little bit of Rackham, just with the ways the greens sloped, the ways the fairways bended, just the bunker layouts. They were not designed by the same person, but I feel like this was a good course for us to play, especially on a day like this. I mean, I've never regarded Indiana as being a very rich in golf place, although there's a handful of very nice courses across Indiana. In Peru, there's Rock Hollow, one of the top-rated public courses in the Midwest. Down south, you've got Sultan's Run in Jasper, Christmas Lake down there in that area as well. Obviously, the French Lick Resort, which Zach Radford, one of my favorite golf vloggers, happened to shoot a course vlog there. So Indiana's got its courses here and there. You know, they might not be as abundant as Michigan, but conditions-wise, I thought the conditions of Sahm Golf Course were fine. I mean, especially for March, they were fine. The greens rolled pretty consistently and decently fast. And
yeah, folks, it's a frozen
only thing I would have
morning.
liked is if nothing was frozen, as you can see here.
Nope. Yep. Hey, it's still cracked open though.
Thought I'd give you a little clip of that. There, we were like the second group on the entire course. Like,
hard.
there was one foursome ahead of us, and that was it. And there was like nobody behind us either. And I know it got nicer later in the day. I'm sure a few people showed up. It was a Sunday when we played. Obviously, a weekend with sunny weather is always going to attract golfers. And hopefully, we're just moving on up in quality of our holes here as we hit. This is probably one of the hardest hit drives I've ever hit in my life. This thing was murdered. Oh my goodness. I know it's frozen ground and it rolled, but that carried 280 and in 31 degrees, it's 31 degrees when we started. It was below freezing. And high winds, I don't care how you get to 330. That is poked. And this little bit of a pin seeker bump and run here, a lot better than the last hole. Pretty close to the same distance too, so I was actually pretty comfortable with that shot. So got a good chance for a birdie here coming up. As you see, Dad is going to chip one here.
Good.
That's a wedge worthy, right? Pretty close. He ended up making it.
Breaking about the ball to the right.
So here we are.
About a ball downhill.
Chance for our Indiana birdie. We have not gotten a birdie in this state yet. Like I said, one of my golf goals is to get a birdie in every U.S. state. We've got 6 so far, and we still have 6 after that pretty lackluster effort there. That wasn't great.
It wasn't a bad strike.
We've got, so far, we have Michigan, Ohio, Tennessee, North Carolina, Florida. Michigan, Ohio, Tennessee, North Carolina, Florida, Alabama. Yep, just got Alabama. And hopefully we'll get one here today. I mean,
I think it's over the back.
It's not like any of these holes here at Sahm Golf Club are like 430 par 5s, where for all intents and purposes, it's a par 4. It's not like one of those courses. I mean, it's not the toughest course out there, but let me tell you, the conditions we played in, I mean, it would have been tough for anybody to score well. I mean, really, this is just another example of that. It was 183 from the tee, and we had, as you can see, the flag is going towards us. So I took a 7-iron, which is usually about my 170 club, and I was hoping to hit just short of the green and kind of have it ride the half pipe up and onto the green. I carried it like 2 yards further than I wanted to, and that thing bounced like it was on a trampoline over the green. And as you can see there, I had to do quite a bit of work to even save bogey. So as you can see, guys, this weather just kicked our butts. Me and Dad both. Oh, another lackluster drive, just off to the left again. What's nice, though, about how much I was hitting it left on this day, at least so far, what's nice about that, I mean, because at Robert Trent Jones, I was just pushing everything to the right, even though I was striking the ball very well. So, I mean, at least this beats what I was doing, you know? Got a pretty tough punch shot here that I execute very well. This was hit very well. Yeah.
That's okay.
Not much else to say other than well done.
The ball almost moved when I was addressing it. It was just sitting up on just a little needle, you know? It was tough. That was a good shot.
I mean, who would have thought I'd be here in 2 after that tee shot, right? Yeah. So, you know, just kind of trying to hang in there. I feel like this is one of those nines where I went double, but then bogey and then par. So I feel like we're gradually getting better as the round is going. And let me tell you, putts like that are going to help. What a great putt. Like I said, you remember how much the greens at Rackham broke? Yeah, that thing was swinging. That thing probably broke 10 feet. You guys just out of frame. Yeah, there's the big hill that I was playing it off of. Very typical.
This is a tough one coming up, folks. Handicap hole 1, 460. Going around the lake a little bit. Yeah, that was a much needed par in the last.
So off to the 6th hole now, which is the number 1 handicap hole, 460 yards. Luckily, the wind was helping, so it'll probably play more like 420. With how strong the wind was and how hard the ground is, this hole is definitely not playing its full yardage. So grateful for that, and let me tell you, that was a much-needed par on that last hole. Much-needed good lag putt, because my goal when I stepped out, I was like, you know what? You can't rely on the conditions to bring you good scores. Although it's nice to get a drop kick bounce off the driver there. I kind of chunked that a little bit, but it skidded off of the hard ground.
Ever so briefly, a drop kick.
To be fair, I was...
I thought
distracted.
I heard gunshots go off behind. What was that?
I mean, it's telling Dad, I'm like, what the heck was that noise? And I thought it was some sort of gunshot. Which you don't see that every day on the golf course, right? So, but, you know, like I said, I mean, going from that frozen round in Sylvan Glen the week before this to 2 beautiful, perfect days in Alabama, which were both like 70 and sunny and barely any wind. You know, switching right back to this, I really did have to tell myself, you know, you have to remember that you cannot rely on the conditions to bring you good scores. And I know that's hard to get your mind around as a person from Michigan, where the conditions are most of the time crap. But you know, just being able to play in weather I usually don't get to play in, you know, this was a good exercise for me, you know. I needed to get back into the mindset of grind it out, pick your spot, hit your spot, missing the right spots, you know. Don't get flustered if it's super squishy under your ball. Don't get flustered if you got a bad lie in the rough, you know.
When it was coming that way.
That's basically what this round was. It was kind of fighting my Alabama habits that I had started building. Oh, man. What I wouldn't give to play on the courses that the PGA Tour players play on. Oh, my God. So pristine all the time. Perfect rolls. Everything does what you think it's going to do. And you know, I sometimes wonder, you know, like, my home course, I've only ever broken 80 once at Sylvan Glen. Now, granted, it was my second best round ever, but still, you know, like, maybe the ratings are robbing me a little bit with these conditions, you know. But at the same time, you just got to tell yourself, don't rely on the conditions. Go out there and get it yourself. It feels better when you do it. It feels better when you grind it out. It feels better when you salvage rounds, like I'm trying to do here, you know, just kind of slowly getting myself back into a spot of good golf, which I feel like I've played okay up till this point, you know. I mean, I'm 5 over through 6, yeah, but I mean, after a double bogey start, 5 over through 6 isn't that bad. Hopefully it's about to be 5 over through 7, or possibly even 4 over through 7. Although this was a long breaking putt, though. This is easily 50 feet long. I did a good job to get here in 2, though. This hole was playing into the wind. Let me tell you, even though this hole's almost 100 yards shorter than the 6th, I thought the 2 holes played relatively equal in distance. Because I hit a 6-iron into that green, and I hit that drive well, and it went like 220. Yeah. Normally I have to really miss-hit it to hit it that short, but I crunched it off that 7th tee. I did hit that very well. So, kick in par. We're making up some time. 5 over through 7 holes. It's a par 35, and we got a short par 5 coming up. So I feel like if I get par on this hole, I'll be okay. And it was very jittery of a tee shot, but I pulled it off. As you can see, nice 90% power. Very nice, calm swing. And I did very well there, guys. Nice 6-iron, letting the wind help me out a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, the flag's blowing the way I'm hitting. So, got another probably par coming up. Another big breaking putt.
And brings it right back in for Buffalo. Here's Vandy walking in on goal. He scores!
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, guys, that feels so good. There's the Indiana Birdie. Woo!
Ah, yes! It paid off! It was the setup all along! It was the setup all along!
Pick your spot.
Come on.
Hit your spot.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. What
you gotta be
putt.
kidding me.
That was fantastic.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I just love watching that over and over again, guys. I cannot tell you, because this round is almost 2 months old. I know I'm behind, okay? But let me tell you, this was just, that was one of the best shots I've hit all year. Probably top 3 so far. And I've played more rounds since then. That putt was breaking a good 3 to 4 feet to the left. It was really hard to keep it from rolling far past the hole. And I just judged it perfectly. Oh my gosh. You saw that little knee bend right after I hit it? I was like, that was me just kind of getting a little lower, trying to get a better view of it rolling. And let me tell you, we are rolling thunderously into this 9th hole that we almost got caught to a screeching halt with that creek that I had no idea was even there.
It's okay, though. That's why we got the birdie on the last hole. It was to prepare us for this. Okay, so
That tree's dead in line with the target,
right, so,
which is about 200 yards out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit kind of a 3/4 punch through with the wind is going that way, at least a little bit. So this might not be too bad. I just gotta make sure to give it a decent strike, make sure to swing through the ball, and we'll be all right.
That is the one thing that I forgot to tell you guys about. The water here at Sahm Golf Course is
really good.
very sneaky. It's very small creeks, but hey, they're just as much of hazards as the Lake Michigan at Whistling Straits, right? I mean, penalty's a penalty, right? So thankfully we avoided that, and I mean, you guys are telling me, Bennett, it's frozen. There's no way it would have gone through. Yeah, well, I wouldn't have been able to swing because I can't stand on the water because it cracked on the third when I showed you guys. So, taking advantage of our...
Beautiful shot. 4 feet away from a birdie for Roberto De Vicenzo.
Tasty chip shot right there. You got a chance for a 38, let alone a 39. Although that wind is taunting us, as you can see, Dad backing away there. I left his putt in here just so I could show you guys the line of mine. And as you can see, watching him miss it, definitely not encouraging.
Again, that's not encouraging.
But boy, oh boy, guys, we have had a round that looked like it was just going to be a complete dumpster fire after the first 2 holes, and we have clawed our way back to +4, 2 putts for 39. This putt, if I make this, it will be even through the last 7 holes. Come on. Let's put it in there. Straight back, straight through.
We got it! Birdie finished 38 at Sahm Golf Club in Fishers, Indiana. Let's go.
There it is, guys. Woo! 38 +3. What a finish. Back-to-back birdies. A 2 on a par 3. A 4 on a par 5. Oh, boy. We got double Indiana birdie. All right. Wow. Wow. 1 out of 7 fairways. 4 out of 9 greens. I mean, my green in regulation was 3 more than my fairways hit. That just goes to show you how well I was striking the irons. I mean, I can't think of any that I really duffed. I hit all of them well, but I mean, oh my goodness. I probably would have had more fairways had it not been as hard ground. Like, it wouldn't have rolled through on 6. It wouldn't have rolled through on 3. But, so, I mean, even though it's only 1 out of 7, I felt like my driver was decent. And number 9, the drive was good. That fairway's just really thin. But boy, oh boy, guys, what a round. Penalty-free. Oh, man. Putter was pretty good. Everything just fell into place today, guys. Sure, that first hole was a little bit of a bump in the road. Dang, I could have had a 36. Come on. Be happy. Be happy, Ben. Come on. That was a great round. Yeah. Hey, obviously, there's always room for improvement. Always. But you can't tell me that round was bad. It was not. That was a great 9 holes. And hopefully we can carry that momentum back to Michigan. Oh boy, guys. I am looking forward to the next few videos. You guys are going to see some great stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just going to end it. This is Buffalo Ben 15 signing off. Have a good day, everyone.